Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video of Randoville. I wasn't really planning on doing another one, but I played for a little bit more yesterday. This game, this game, this is the most amazing and the most frustrating game that I love that I've ever played. It is great. So I want to kind of give people how the game works. I looked at the tutorial. It's special. All right, so basically what you want to do is when you start, you're going to pick, square. So you're going to do this. You're going to roll your die, boop, right? And then, oh, I kind of won. So the problem is I need wood and I need stone. And if I don't have wood and stone, I'm pretty much screwed. So you need this to get stone. This we'll need that later. But you really need a good starting location, right? And you can start anywhere you want on the map. There's other islands. There's other right. You can go anywhere on the map you want to start. And it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter where you put stuff. You just need to be able to have access. So I would highly recommend making sure that you have access to a stone pile for a quarry and trees, right? The next thing you have to do is you have to place down a barn, and you want higher numbers, right? So right now we can store 1,500 items, right? But if we do this, and Q&E will rotate around, it rotates a bit fast. It that part I don't know. I don't know how to make it go slower. Um, and so we kind of put those where we are. So we went from 1,500 to 2,500, right? So the higher your roll is, the better your buildings are. All right. So now next thing, we uh the problem is I just burned a 20, and I'm afraid that but I need rock. So I need a quarry, and I got a 2. I knew it. Oh, I got a 2. So I do have a little bit of so I get 2 stars. So I actually get 3 stone from it because I have a thing that allows me to get more, slightly more, um, from my thing. The next thing you need is you need trees. Trust me, in the beginning, you want extra trees. So they have to be placed on trees. That basically take the trees down, and then you put your lumber mill in place. Right now, what we need to do is watch up here. So you have, I have 4 rock from 1 quarry. I have 5 lumber from 1 lumber yard. I have 0 gold or 1 gold from 0 market. So basically, your game automatically gives you. This game is really more of an idle game. I think that they refer to it as a chill builder. So now I am losing 2.5 food per second, um, to my people right now. I have 2 guys here. So what I need to do is I need to get some food. Oh, good, a 2. It's just what I always wanted. So we're gonna put this guy down. Except for I'm gonna build another one. Oh, it's 17. All right, so we'll put that there. So this one gives me 3 wheat per second. This one gives me 6. So now I have 9 wheat per second coming in. Now I need a windmill. Now, they don't actually carry stuff around. All their stuff, from what I can tell, is just them walking around. It's just them walking around. It doesn't really matter. Like, you don't have to put these things anywhere near each other. I don't know if that is planned for the future, for them to have to carry stuff back and forth, or do you have to put a thing next to? I don't know. So now I have extra food coming in. So now I'm gaining food. I'm losing wheat. Now, if you run out of wheat, it it doesn't hurt you. It just, you won't produce food that second. if that makes sense. So whereas this would say, you know, we're making five every for one windmill, right? When if we run out of wheat, then for that second that we don't have enough to supply it, it won't work. Now, if you look at this guy here, it says consume 2 wheat, produce 1, right? But that doesn't include like this one here. If you look, we're losing 10. So this is 5 per second. So it's using 10 wheat. So that basically depending that's just a ratio, right? So we want to make another field just so that we have a positive outcome for our we don't want it's not good to have any of this stuff in the negative. It's kind of my point here, right? So now we can go up here and look and we can see that okay, now we have a positive, we'll start building. So it's good to be able to build, right? You don't want to do that. Now we have all of our basic stuff except for we need a market. So this is pretty much the worst roll I could get with a 1 for my size here, and I'm still able to kind of fit everything in here. It's a little compressed, but I've got everything in here. And we can kind of turn this around and kind of squeeze it in here. They're going to be a little cramped in the beginning, but you know what's a little, you know, it'll be fine. All right, so now we're making 5 gold per second with that. So what we're really going to need is more rock, probably sooner rather than later, since we're only getting 4 rock. Trying to get to the other rock pile over there is probably going to be very advantageous to us. And if you see these little guys on there, you click on those, you can get a little bit of experience. It gives you some gems sometimes. So the gems, you can't really use any of them right now. Once you build an altar, here we'll build an altar real quick. That way, and then once I do that, I'll start building out. So it kind of the point here is to kind of give people an idea of how to play and what to do and how to do it. So all right, so now we have enough to build the altar. So we'll build an altar. I don't know if this number does anything for the altar. So we're just going to put that guy in right here. You'll see it build an altar. It's all fancy. So what the altar does, the altar allows you to do a couple of things. First, it allows you to build a die. So if you don't have a die, so I see how these, like I can change my die if I want to. Oh no, it's reset it. So and it being the demo, and you can go on the progression tree. You don't have to regress to be able to open things. If you have the gems, you can kind of regress or go into progression like that. Well, why won't you let me do it? Oh, maybe I don't have enough money. Maybe that's what's going on. Oh, I need 1,000 gold. Do I have? I can make the blue one. So if I click on this blue guy here, we'll go ahead. You'll see it. They're going to start building the die. It takes a certain amount of time for it to be able to build. In that time, we'll kind of go ahead and build a couple more things. Ooh, a 4-star 10. Wow. And the higher your roll is, like some buildings, like the houses, like once you start getting up to certain points, the houses start getting nicer. If if you have like a low roll, it's like a shack where somebody just leans some 2x4s up against it. It's horrible. All right, so we're gonna build some more space. Oh, good, a 5. So this has gone well. So this has to, you see over here, it's red. What you want to do here is you want to kind of put it someplace where it's blue, and then that allows you to click it, and then that will give you more space. You also notice every time I do this, it gets more and more expensive. That time it was 300, and now we got a 15. So now you see what a level 1 is and what a 15 is. The size difference. There's a 5 to a 15. So it definitely helps over time. And now if I do it again, now it's going to be 400 of each resource. So you can only build inside the blue areas. So keep that in mind, and that's why I built that over to these quarries. So now that I'm over here, I can build another quarry. I can hope for a good run. Oh, there I got a 20. Look at that. So now I got a 20, and you'll see now we're getting 6 rocks per second. So basically, you get 1 per star. And then if I go click on my guy here, all right. So while we're here, I'm gonna click on the die. So once you build the die and it's done, you left click on the die, and it'll fly up into the air. Then you left click on here, and then I can go in here to the blue die, and I can change it to purple. I can change your occupancy, vacancy, so you can lighten it and darken it if you want to. Once we accept that, what I recommend doing is kind of bounce back and forth a couple times, and then we can change our physical throw, right? And then if I go into my progression tree, you'll see here where it says +1 wood from every source, one gold, right? You basically can build a mine. I've got all this stuff open now. So now that I've done that, let me make another lumberyard. Oh, see, and it didn't stick. So it didn't change my die. So if it does that, go ahead, click back in here, change everything, and then sometimes it gets weird. When you go into there, it causes problems sometimes. So we got 10 and 10 now, so we're doing good on those. We'll build us another one of these, maybe. Nope, we need 200 gold. There we go, 200 gold. Now you see, now my die has changed. There you go. Yay, 16. Thanks, that little guy knocked it over for me. That guy's the real hero. So we'll go ahead. And like I said, it doesn't matter. Like I could have taken this guy and placed it way out here. Like it doesn't matter. Like if I wanted to, let's see. And you can with the actual throw, you can actually throw it. What, 19? Look at that fanciness. So I can put that way out there with a windmill way back in here, and it doesn't care. There's no transit times. There's none of that stuff. So we're not worried about that. Total per second 10. All right, so let's do this. No, not enough resource. Now we have enough resources. I think so. I haven't really used that one much. So I only got a 5 on that one. So if I want to, I can stick this thing back here like this, right? And then it's just like it still works. It still functions. The stuff still goes to it. Like it doesn't matter. And even if you build stuff on another island, it doesn't matter. It's still connected to it. It just goes into a pool. So you don't have to worry about trying to put everything close and connect it like you do in a lot of other games. So there is that. And then you have the mine. So with the mine, we have to get a bit more resources. We need more gold. We'll let it run per second. But you can get to a situation like this where you're just like, oh, I want to build something new. It doesn't matter. You just as long as you have enough food for your people and enough food to make or enough bread for your people and enough wheat to make the bread, the game is stable. It will run. Like you don't have to worry about it. And it's the lose condition is really so you can launch it right into the lake. So as how fast your cursor is moving when you click is how hard you throw it. And we got a 1. That'll teach me. All right, so you'll see. I'm gonna put this guy right here next to it. So that's the difference between the 2 houses. I wish you could hover over it and it would tell you. I don't remember. This was like a 10 or something, and then this is a 1. So we'll roll here so we can see what. So there's a 15. So you can kind of see the differences in the houses and the amount of people that you get, right? So basically, however many stars is however many resources. So we get 4 people for that house. So now the problem is depending on your role, like if I would have got like a 20, like I could have ran out of food. If so you have to be careful because you can actually really overwhelm yourself and really set yourself up for a bad time. All right, so then a mine. So basically we'll hit the mine here. We'll see if we can get a decent number on the mine. Oh, I got a 16. I think that's the highest number I've gotten on a mine. Ooh, we got a 5-star. We're cooking with gas now. So there's your mine. And we got 1 gem per second out of, or 0.1 gem per second out of it. So we're not going to get a vast number of gems out of it, but that's the first time I've actually seen gems come out of it. You have to pretty much get to the maximum rating to be able to get to that. Now, the more of those you have, it starts costing gems to make the mines. So just be aware of that. And then the last thing we have, I'm sorry, this is a forge. So the forge takes your coal and your iron and turns it into iron bars, but I don't think anything's built into the game right now to allow it to do anything with those iron bars. It just seems to, it takes gold, it takes resources, and it makes iron bars, and then nothing. So you can build one if you want it. It has this weird like under construction like banner around it. It's not super awesome. It is what it is. But like I said, I just want to kind of hit a kind of a shorter video today, kind of a tutorial of how to work through and how to kind of get things going, and just kind of general like almost like a tutorial for the game. The game is, like I said, this is the most amazing and the most frustrating game, and I love it. It is amazing. I cannot wait for this game to release and to be able to get further into it. If you're doing the same thing, please, go check it out. The demo's on Steam. You can download it. You can play the game right now. At the time of recording, the demo's still on Steam. I don't know how long it'll be there. Indie devs tend to like put demos up and take them down. It's weird sometimes. But I at least have the videos. I can play it for now. And with that, you guys be safe. We'll talk to you soon.